Why always me? I am such an idiot. I need to try to do better next time. This might seem like something normal to say to you, but expressions like this can actually destroy your entire life. And I'm not even exaggerating. Most words we use seem insignificant and negligible, but some of them have a much bigger impact on your subconscious and on your self-image than you probably realize. Let's have a look at the 5 most dangerous words you can use, break down the issue with them, and let's have a look at what you can use instead. The first word is try. And trying to do something sounds good, right? I will try to work on myself, I will try to heal and grow, I will try to get a new job, I will try to succeed. So what's wrong with that? Well, a lot. And that becomes clear with this example. Would you ever say, I will try to drink a sip of water? No, of course not. That would be absolutely ridiculous. You would just do it. The word try implies an incapability of doing. Trying to drink a sip of water implies that it's likely going to fail, but hey, at least you tried. So you don't ever want to try anything, you just want to do it. I will work on myself. I will heal and grow. I will get a new job. I will succeed. So what happens here on a subconscious level? When using the word try, failure isn't only an option, but becomes very likely. If you continuously tell yourself to try to do things, your subconscious will not push you to put in the effort that you actually could put in. Instead, you will only half-ass things, not really put in all the work you could, and will become complacent with the status quo. The words you say to yourself matter a lot. And every time you use words like try, you disempower yourself. That's also very true for the next word. Every time you tell yourself this, you program into your subconscious that you are controlled by external circumstances instead of being in control over yourself and your life. Have to. I have to leave. I have to work on this. I have to get better. No, you don't. But Philip, what do you mean I don't? If I don't get better, I will keep suffering. Yes, exactly. If you don't, then you will. So you will have a consequence if you don't do it, but you don't have to do it. So again, you don't have to do it, you just do it because you don't want the consequence of not doing it. But you always can choose to not do it. Right? I have to go to work. No, you don't have to go to work. You will likely get fired if you don't, but you don't have to. You just don't want the consequence of getting fired, which is understandable. But you are not controlled by external circumstances. It's still your choice. You are in control. You want to do it. You choose to do it. You will do it. But you don't have to do it. And like I said before, using the words have to continuously programs into your subconscious that you are not in control over anything. It might seem trivial to you, but if you do it over a long period of time, you can be left completely powerless and feeling not in control over your life, your circumstances, or what is going on at all. But that's not the truth. You are in control. It's always your choice. So ban the word have to from your language. Just as you should with the next word, which is need. What does the word need imply? It implies that you lack something. So when you now, for example, say, I need money, what you're doing subconsciously is you're reinforcing that you don't have money. And I think one of my favorite quotes describes this issue here quite well. We don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So when you subconsciously reinforce a need for money, a lack of money, you will project that into the world. You will always come from a place of lack, of not having enough, and this is what you will reinforce and keep finding in your life. This ties a lot into your subconscious self-image. You basically continuously reinforce an image of yourself as a person who doesn't have money. And your subconscious will always fight to keep your self-image alive. In this case, the image of a person that needs money. Another big one is, I need to get healthy. Now, what are you projecting with that? The image of a person who is not healthy. The next words are even bigger when it comes to creating a disempowering subconscious self-image and keeping you stuck. I am. I am such an idiot. I am sad. I am depressed. Let's think about what I am means here for a second. I am is a statement of identity. That means everything that follows the words I am gets perceived by your subconscious as part of your identity. And as we already established, your subconscious will fight to keep your identity. So when you say I am depressed, your subconscious will fight to keep depression as part of you. To illustrate this effect, say the following words out loud. And yes, out loud right now. And just repeat after me. I am my thoughts. And notice how that felt like for you. Now say the next words out loud. Out loud, that's important. I am not my thoughts. I just have them. And notice how that felt for you. Do you notice the difference between the two? Thinking is something that you do, not something that you are. Depression, sadness, and so forth are things that you feel, and not things that you are. And the more often you say things like I am depressed, the stronger your subconscious will accept that as your identity. And even if you consciously want to work on getting better, on healing, on growing, subconsciously you will work towards staying depressed and sabotaging your progress. So pay very close attention to what you say after I am statements, and don't ever use anything that you don't want as part of your identity. And now let's come to word number 5. And this one may be surprising for many, but it's hope. But isn't hope a great thing? Well, let's have a look at in what contexts we usually use hope for a moment. We may hope that someone recovers from terminal illness. Or we may hope that the sun shines tomorrow and it doesn't rain. To say it short, we usually use the word hope for things that are unlikely and or out of our control. So if we jump back to our glass of water, would you ever say, I hope to drink a sip of water? No, you would just do it. That's the same for almost everything else. You don't hope to work on yourself, grow and heal. No, you take action and do it. Using the word hope in this context implies to your subconscious that it's first out of your control and second very unlikely to happen. So leave the word hope for miracles, but not for daily things in your life that you have control over. The words we use on a daily basis have a tremendous impact on ourselves and how our lives shape out. I would highly recommend that from now on you pay very close attention of the way you talk to yourself and if you use these words or not. One thing that can help you with this is to make a tally sheet with these 5 words on them. And whenever you use one of these words or think one of these words, you check down on your tally sheet. This does 2 things. First of all, it makes you more conscious of when you use these words, because you have to kind of keep track of that. And second of all, it shows you your progression over time. But not just the words we use on a daily basis influence our life to a huge degree. Negative thoughts also play a very big role, and many people struggle with that. If you want to learn more about how to deal with negative thoughts and what to do about them, be sure to check out the video right over there.